The cat knew. I was looking for a new place to live when the real estate agent told me something strange. I can get you a great deal on this place because of a special connection. The apartment was a studio with a loft, plenty of sunlight, and a big closet. It was also in a great location, close to public transport. It was perfect. I decided to stretch my budget a little and signed the lease right away. But I made one mistake. I forgot to ask if pets were allowed. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I wasn't too worried and moved in with my cat. That first night, as I lay down in my still-impact room, something strange happened. My cat stood frozen, staring at the front door, growling in a low voice. What's wrong? He never did that before. Maybe there's a stray cat outside, I thought. I figured he'd get used to it eventually and went to sleep. But the next day, and the day after that, he did the same thing. Every evening, without fail, he would sit near the door and growl. This is weird. One night, I decided to check. As I got closer to my cat, I felt something, a presence behind the door. Not a ghost. It felt unmistakably human. I wanted to open the door, but fear rooted me in place. Every night, at the same time, the presence returned. My cat growled. I couldn't sleep. Exhaustion was eating away at me. But then, a terrifying thought hit me. What if this isn't something supernatural? What if it's actually a person? A chill ran down my spine. 3 months later, I had lost over 20 pounds, and my doctor told me I was suffering from extreme stress. I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to move back to my old apartment. As I was saying goodbye to my neighbors, something strange happened. Thanks for everything, even though it was a short stay, I said politely, but instead of saying goodbye, they all brought up my cat. You know this apartment doesn't allow pets, right? You didn't get permission, did you? The landlord was really mad about your cat. How did they know I had a cat? I never let him outside. He had been neutered, so he never made loud noises. Confused, I casually asked one of the tenants, "How did you find out I had a cat?" And with a straight face, they answered, "Oh, because we all took turns watching your apartment." I stared at them, stunned, watching. Yeah, the landlord told us to. So every night someone was on duty. When you got home, the person on shift would stand outside your door and watch. My blood ran cold. Oh, and we also peeked through your mail slot, they added casually. That's how we saw your cat. My mail slot? Don't worry. We didn't open your letters or anything. We just checked who they were from and reported everything to the landlord. I felt sick. I had to leave. Immediately. My move-out date was originally set for a week later. I pushed it up and left the next day. I never found out what kind of connection got me that discount. I never learned why the landlord was so obsessed with monitoring me. But to this day, even though I can laugh about it now, at the time it was the scariest thing I had ever experienced.